short glad winter's behind us and the cold flu season is gone. Now I can enjoy spring. That was me yesterday. The pollen count was up and my allergies were kicking. Allergies? What's allergies? Pollen? Pollen, what's pollen? I went out on the streets and I started asking some people, local people, what's pollen? Hey, excuse me, pal, can I ask you a question? Sure. Can you tell me anything about pollen? Yeah, that's where our family goes on vacation every year. No, not Holland, pollen. What? Hey, excuse me there, buddy, may I ask you a question?
Of course you may.
Can you tell me what pollen is?
Of course, that's the president of Russia.
No, not Putin. Pollen.
What? Excuse me?
Maybe I'll ask my wife. She knows everything. Sweetheart, I got a question for you. Can you tell me what pollen is?
Can't you see I'm trying to watch the shopping network?
My wife spends money like I have a printing press out back. Does anybody know what pollen is? Well, there's the boy flower. And the boy flower has a very special gift that he's been working on all winter long. It's a beautiful gift filled with DNA, and it comes in a nice little package called pollen. Now, he likes to give this to his girlfriend every spring, and she waits for it. She can't wait. Open arms, she can't wait for this gift. The problem of it is usually she lives pretty far away. So he has to get the help. He gets help from insects, birds. A lot of times it's the bumblebees that help him out the most. And the bumblebees are happy to do it. They fly this pollen all over the place and deliver these packages to everybody's sweethearts. Kind of like our modern day Cupid. The problem of it is sometimes the wind picks up. When the wind blows, it can blow the pollen and the gifts all over the place. Land on your car, land on your street, land on your bicycle, land on everything. The worst thing it can land on, well, it's your nose. Once it lands on our nose, well, humans don't really like this gift all much. It can cause a lot of problems. Now, once the pollen gets to our noses, well, that's when the trouble starts. Eyes get swollen, nose gets swollen, starts to sneeze, your throat gets itchy. Allergies are something else. So now that we know what pollen is, where it comes from, well, what can we do about it? Well, obviously there's medicine. You always go to the grocery store and get yourself some medicine, and or your pharmacy and get some medicine. But how do you pick one? There's so many to choose from. What I always do is eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And of course, the other thing you can do is ask the pharmaceutical person there, or even ask your doctor. How about, preventing it? What if you're one of those people that don't like to take medicine, you would rather do some all-natural stuff? Well, is there something out there we can use? Yes. There's food, there's plenty of things that we can do to help to make it a little easier on ourselves. So I picked out a few things that will help you with your allergies, whether you want to try to help make it less painful or try to eliminate it altogether. I don't know if you can do that or not, but here's a few things that you can try. So the very first thing I always try is honey. Honey's very important, especially local honey. Now, if you can get your honey local, that's the best thing you can do, because all the local flowers, all the local plants, everything in your area is basically what you're going to be having pollen problems with when it comes springtime. So try to get your honey local. And, try to stay away from grocery store honey unless you read the label. Read the label really carefully, because a lot of that honey in the store, garbage. Half the time it doesn't even have honey in it. It's just all sugar. So read the labels very carefully. And like I said, if you can find a local farmer who has honey, get it. It's very beneficial. Take a few teaspoons every day before the springtime comes, and you know what? It'll help you out a little bit. Now, another thing you can try to do as well is add some parsley to your diet. Yeah, parsley. Can you imagine that? You can put parsley on everything. Parsley, onions, peppers. Isn't that a beautiful pepper? All of these items have a very special plant chemical in it that actually helps reduce histamines. That's right, histamines. And histamines are the immune's response to pollen. And pollen, when they two fight together, woo, that's when everything starts to explode in your nose. That's when everything mucus starts to pour out. Woo. Kiwi, that's right, kiwi. Kiwi is loaded with vitamin C, and you can never get enough vitamin C. You know, your body doesn't really make vitamin C. You have to get vitamin C from fruits and vegetables, and the best way to get it is kiwi. It actually has, this little kiwi has more vitamin C than a big orange. Kiwi fruits are delicious. And there's my favorite, pineapple. Look at this beautiful golden pineapple. Smells good too. You know, pineapple actually has chemicals in it that helps reduce the irritation of allergies. That's right. So get yourself a pineapple, let it ripen up, and you can tell when a pineapple is ripe when you can smell it through the skin. That's heaven. Oh, and let's not forget berries. Berries have another little chemical in there too that helps inhibit the histamines. And again, just like the orange, just like the onions and peppers, berries great. Oh, and here's a good one for you. Salmon, that's right, salmon. Salmon, you say? WC, you going crazy? Fish? Yeah, salmon is loaded with omega-3. What's omega-3 do? Well, omega-3 helps reduce inflammation. That inflammation that you get in your nose and your throat, well, eating salmon can help that too. You know, try to make sure you're getting some nice wild-caught salmon, you know. That's the best kind, organic, wild-caught. And the other thing you can do too is start popping fish oil tablets too. You know, high omega-3 fish oil tablets, also really good for inflammation. Cherries, good for inflammation. Now here's a little spot I like to leave a little note. If you like dairy products, and there's nothing wrong with dairy products, you might want to go easy on them during allergy season, because milk and certain dairy problems can actually add to the mucus problem. That stuff you're blowing out of your nose. And you know, mucus is a good thing. As long as it's nice and clear, it's doing its job, it's washing the histamines out of your nose. But sometimes, you know, mucus can get kind of discolored, gross looking. If it looks like this, you better call your doctor. Now, besides food and of course medicine, there's a couple other things you can do. Number one, you can get a saline solution that you know, spray up in your nose. It helps to clear your nose out, keep all your hairs clean, because that's where the pollen is going, right up in your nose. Other thing you can do is gargle with you know, mineral salt water. I like to use Himalayan salt water. You know, it helps to clear your throat out, clear that irritation out. You know, it really does help out a lot. Another thing you can do is during the pollen season at this heaviest time, keep all your windows closed in your house. You don't want that pollen blowing around in your house. Other thing too is take a good shower before going to bed. You certainly don't want to be sleeping in your pollen. And then of course there's one last thing I would always suggest you do. Always make sure you got plenty of tissue paper on you. You're gonna need it. Hoppy, what are you doing in my tissue box? Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for watching another video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it so much that you subscribe by hitting the little button wherever it's at, somewhere, and sharing it and liking it, because all these things really do help me out a lot. I enjoy making these videos, so you know, all your support is very helpful, and I enjoy it very much. So, with that being said, arrivederci. See you next time.